hate it doing something like this to my car. Oh, hello.
They know the greatness that exists at this event. And what event is that? First Saturday of each spring and summer month, the rich people from the area come to Traverse Mountain in Lehi to do this. Sometimes you just don't need a muffler. This is my friend Josh the Car Guy. He's much more an expert when it comes to cars and car events, so I've asked him to help out with this particular review.
I'm waiting.
The guy going vroom possesses some serious big car energy.
Anything you hope to get out of this event?
I'm not really a car guy. I own a 2010 Hyundai Elantra. I haven't seen one yet, so apparently these guys don't have the money for it.
Being a frequenter of these kinds of events, I asked Josh for some tips on what not to do.
Well, one, at a car show, there's no such thing as an ugly car at a car show. Period.
Now, does this mean there were no ugly cars? Well, of course not. What it means is that you don't say the cars are ugly until after you've left, which I have.
Oh, heavens.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever driven through an ink cartridge factory? Thankfully though, most of these cars are at least okay looking, and some of them are simply beautiful.
These are fun cars.
Vanderhall is Utah's only car manufacturer, fun fact.
It's a murdered V10 R8. It is nice. Nice spec. Nice spec.
See, cars like this are really hard to fix, because you can only get under them if you're a flat person. It's nice that some of these sports cars come with their own truck, because then you don't have to drive the sports car.
They might say, oh, your car's not very nice, your car isn't very expensive. I'm not holding my car down with a buckle.
That Dodge has a loading screen.
So these go by the Mach 4 Supra, which means they're the 4th generation Supra. I believe this is the Mach 2. Or 3. Not quite sure. It's a couple generations older. The new ones you see that everyone's talking about are the Mach 5. We all know they're just a BMW with a Toyota badge on it.
Yes, we all knew that. If you think you're the biggest fan of the color orange, I'm afraid you're wrong.
How fast does it go?
And this is the cranberry juice feed.
My grandfather actually is a big car guy, and he owns a really nice car that's like rainbow, and it's a really, really nice Corvette. But he keeps it in his garage, and I've never seen him take it out, and I've never seen him take the cover off the thing. It just sits there in the garage, but all I know about it is I see the shiny rainbow print from underneath the cover anytime it pulls up. Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Number 2, you don't touch. Unless the owner tells you can sit in it or something, you don't touch it. Classic Jeep Pro. They park on top of each other.
That's a dominance move.
Is it still an accident if it's on purpose?
Do Jeep owners do that to each other to like one-up each other?
This? No,
Like I'll park on top of you, you park on top of me. We have a little fun, do a little trolling.
And 4th, if a Mustang's leaving a show, Mustangs can go around a corner now, the drivers can't still.
We seem to be pretty safe here. We seem to be in the luxury car division.
These are parked. You can
Luxury cars and pretzels.
You can get very close to these Mustangs over here because they're off.
Ah.
Don't.
No, I'm saying it. I'm saying it right now. I'm saying it right now. I'm saying it right now. If you could own any of these cars, which would it be?
You know that is the most horrible thing you can ever ask someone in the cars.
And I'm asking you.
I know the answer immediately.
Orange?
No.
Oh.
That Corvette.
It's true. You know your answer immediately.
How about this? If you could destroy any of these cars.
Oh, I'm not answering that one.
Now, let me take a moment here to mention the 3 kinds of people generally that you have at these car shows. First, of course, is the car people. They're the people who own the cars, the people who like the cars, the people who know how the cars work. To illustrate, here's Josh being a car guy.
So Josh, how did you first get interested in these cars though?
That's a good question. Sorry, just admiring the Ferrari 458 and the Lotus Evora and the Lotus Elise as we walk by, and McLaren 720s, not to mention the Audi R8 and a nice gray spec with the red stripe. Well, I mean, I had Hot Wheels as a kid. Hey, Hyundai Genesis, there you are, right there. There's one right there.
Hey, Hyundai.
White spec, got the white wheels.
We do represent. We really do.
All Vipers, they don't make them anymore. A nice spec, the dark gray.
So who is this spec gentleman you keep referring to?
This is the car that made me deaf last night.
This car?
And that's a rotary engine for you. Because Mazda was like, yeah, we're not going to go with the V-shape. Let's throw a freaking spinning triangle in it.
My car, I hit a guy with my car, and so my bumper's held on with duct tape.
Second is the photographers slash videographers.
That is the Mach 5 Supra. Oh, I've seen that one before. Got the red. I've seen him at a number of shows.
And then the third one is the car show girlfriends. They're the ones who are here because they have a boyfriend who likes cars. Which is not to say that there aren't women who are car people, but you just kind of tell.
Part of the reason I don't come to car shows usually is I can't handle the demeaning gaze of the car people who know more than I do, and the condescending contempt of the car women who look at me like some impotent fool wandering in a desert while they drink from the nectar of life that is car guys. I feel so lost and empty here.
I'll see you driving around. Yeah, I'll see you driving around.
See, we also have this Corolla here that someone's been modifying.
So
It's clearly still daily though.
in order to come to the thing, does one simply have to like arrive, or do you have to apply? Like, oh, I have a cool car.
You just show up.
You show up?
Yeah.
What if you have a
That's it.
crappy car?
They probably won't let you park it in here. But
They won't.
inside a car show, there's no such thing as an ugly car or a crappy car. Outside the car show,
Yeah, I was gonna say they haven't seen my car.
Before we left the car show, we stopped at the West Hill, where there was one more spectacle to see.
I don't think he used his turn signal.
Generally, anyone who turns left out of the exit here has just got money, and that's it. Generally, people who turn right are actually into cars and are doing polls for the audience.
As the cars roared past and we made our way back to our own, I asked my friends what their takeaways were.
I learned about cars today. I learned that specs mean the specifications of the car, like the color and things. I learned that American cars are meant to be loud. And I learned that if I ever do get into car shows, I shouldn't pressure my girlfriend into coming. Unless she wants to.
Your takeaways, John?
I've been doing a million of these. I'll keep coming back.
I didn't expect the cars to be so modified. Pretty much every car was modified in some way. What?
Pretty much half the cars there were Subarus and Hondas. They're all modified.
Well, I just didn't think about it, but it makes sense. If you're a rich person and you have money to spend on an expensive car, you probably also have money to spend on modifying the expensive car. And actually, I feel slightly inspired. I think I'm going to try doing some modifications to my own car.
good thing about these hills is that we have the, over there you can sometimes see the paragliders. My school is just on the other side of that hill, so we would often look out the window and view the paragliders in a sort of sick fantasy that we might leave this place just as they leave the ground.